We all rely on end-to-end encryption to keep our data safe. But how safe are we? The answer is yes, we should be good, at least for now. However, with the emergence of quantum computing, the future is uncertain. So what is encryption? Imagine you want to log into your bank account with your username and password. To prevent a hacker from intercepting and reading your credentials, you encrypt them. For example, you might apply a simple formula, such as increasing each letter by 1. So if your username is ABCD and the password is 1234, it'll become BCDE and 2345. So when the bank receives this encrypted data, they can decode it using the formula they know. And as long as the hacker doesn't know the formula, they can't decode your real username and password. However, simple formulas like this can be guessed easily. So in the real world, encryption formulas become more complex to make it harder for hackers to solve. Let's see how that works. Before the 1970s, encryption relied on pre-shared keys and meeting in person to share data securely. You can think of it as sending a locked box where only you and the receiver, in this case, only you and the bank, have the key. This method is known as symmetric encryption, but meeting in person to exchange keys was cumbersome and impractical for online transactions. To solve this problem, cryptographers and mathematicians developed a new method known as asymmetric encryption. So unlike symmetric encryption, this method uses two keys, one that can lock the box and another one that can unlock it. The locking key can be made public because it cannot unlock the box. Now, when you send information to the bank, you can use the bank's public key to lock the box. When the box reaches the bank, they can easily unlock it with their private key. So you might wonder, how is this possible that one key can only lock and the other key can only unlock? The answer is that these two keys are mathematically related using prime numbers. Yes, you heard that right. The thing that you thought will never come handy in real life is used in almost every transaction you make on the internet. It is known as the RSA algorithm, named after the initials of the three scientists who developed it. Let me give you an example on how this works in the context of logging into your bank account. When you enter your login credentials, such as your username and password, they're encrypted using two prime numbers. These two numbers are multiplied together to create a public key that can be made available to anyone on the internet. However, only your bank knows the two prime numbers that were used to create this key. So when your bank receives the encrypted message, they use their private key to decode it and verify that it's really you. You might think, isn't this too easy? I know if the number is 21, the private key has to be 7 and 3. But in modern cryptography, the prime numbers actually used in the real world are too big. To be precise, they're 313 digits long. So even if a hacker intercepts the encrypted message, their task now is to decode the two prime numbers used to create the key. And since the numbers are too big, this is nearly impossible, as even with a supercomputer, it'll take them 16 million years to decode it. But this could all change with the rise of quantum computing. This 16 million years could be brought down to a matter of minutes in the future. It'll definitely require the industry to shift to quantum-proof encryption methods. So what do you think? Will quantum computers break our world of encryption?